ladies, this is my second shot at doing the video. I hope it's recording, otherwise I'm going to end up with an inordinate amount of cards if I have to keep making one every time I do a video. But hey ho, I think we're in shot this time. I think I've got it sussed where I need to keep my hands. This is what you will be getting in the post. Alright, it contains your kit. So I will remove the contents and you can see exactly what you're getting from your kit. So these are what make your card. This is your back piece. Alright, this is the bit that goes on here. This piece makes your shadow and it makes this. Alright, this piece is to make the inside shadow box. You won't be getting these big bobbly bits because I don't have any more. I did manage to get my hand on some berries, so you will get 4 berries each. This is your light, which gives you that effect. Nice and easy, nice and bright. This is your bracket stand, which is this piece here, which makes the card stand. This contains your flowers, your foliage and your centerpieces for your flowers should you wish to use them. Okay, there we go. Lots of goodness to be playing with. Now, tools that are required that you will, definitely need. I'm using a glue gun today, and I'm also using shimmer glue. If you don't want to use the glue gun, you will have to find a glue that will hold wire. All right, because that's kind of what I'm going to be using mostly to stick the lights around. All right, is the glue gun. I know that some people don't use glue guns, but this is your red centerpiece, I put in the large flower, and I have some little gold ones in the smaller ones. All right, and I've also chucked in a couple of little tiny ones, which I did use on the card I made in yesterday's video. In the center here, they look quite sweet, so I quite like those. This card is made with the contents of your kit. All right, this was the one I made during yesterday's video. So I just need to put my a large centerpiece in there. All right, and as you can see, I'm going to have a few of those. Alrighty then, let's get rock and rolling. Check your light when you get it. You must let me know immediately if they don't work. I do have a couple of spares. Some of them have a plastic piece in. This one doesn't appear to. No, okay, that one works. Some of them have this plastic piece in. You've got to pull the plastic piece out before you'll be able to get the light to work. All right. You will also need some sticky pads, or a sticky pad. This light base is stuck on with a sticky pad, so that if you ever need to change the battery, it will be easy to remove it. All right, you just pull it off the sticky pad. Last night's one, I've yet again forgotten to bring my sticky pads down, but you would put a sticky pad on the back and then stick it like so, and it will just hold it, and then you have access to the light. All right. I'm saying that like I'm expecting you to answer me. Oh, I so wish we were together and you could answer me. But hey ho. I'm also going to use a hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch, you can use a pokey tool. Okay, it should do the same thing. You should be able to poke through the card to make the hole. Scissors, you might need scissors, maybe. I use these to shape my flowers. A ruler with centimetres on. Bone folder, tweezers, knife. You will also need a scoreboard with centimetres on, and whatever trimmer you have available to you. Alright, I also, with some of my, with my foliage, I don't know if you can see, my foliage is darker round the edges. I sometimes do it on my flowers as well, but I think in this particular case I'll probably end up doing it on mostly on the foliage. I use ink pad and some sort of dauber just to go around the edge. I will show you as I do it, alright, because I haven't done any of it. I'm going to be making this from scratch. Alright, so this is your back piece. We'll get to that in a sec. This is your front piece. Now, on your front piece, you can see that I've put a black line all the way around. All right, this is the piece that you're going to be removing. You mustn't damage the middle bit because you need it. All right. Now, a lot of people will use a ruler to remove this. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm absolutely rubbish. When I use a ruler and a knife, it always slips and I end up cutting what I shouldn't. I've even been known to cut me as well. So I tend to do my cutting. I just need to change my glasses, ladies. Hang on. Right. I do my cutting freehand, but it's entirely up to you how you remove this. Okay. So I will just cut this down here, like so. All right. And then the same on all sides. Now, if I did that with a ruler, we'd be in trouble. Ooh, we might be in trouble anyway. Don't tilt the knife, Kim. Some people even do this on a trimmer. I've never quite got the hang of that. I always cut the wrong bit. Now I'm not perfect when I do this, but it's way, way better than me doing it with a ruler, to be fair. There we go. As you can see, I am not totally perfect. So I will just trim that off, like so. Now, I'm not worried about this bit down here, because this bit down here will be covered in flowers. Just trim that a little bit. There we go. Now we'll trim this. We're on a roll. There we go. So that's trimmed. We're doing good. Yep, that's the top. Might as well do this bit. Get this all out of the way. Would be so nice if we could actually be talking to each other. Hey ho. We'll all get back together one day. I for one can't wait. I want to be able to hug my friends. I miss my chaos crew. I miss everybody. I'd love to see what you make, ladies, as well. What the outcome is of your YouTube lesson. Perhaps if you do it the right way, Kimbo. There we go. Right, so that goes on there. Now you need to make the shadow part that goes in here. Now, some of you ladies will have a whole sheet of A4, all right? But then some of you ladies will have a cut piece and an end piece. The reason for this was I started to cut them all out for everybody and then realised what I was doing. So a few of you will get sort of cut pieces. They will still need trimming, mind you. Don't assume they're the right size. And some of you will get A4. Now, to get your measurement, you need to measure this gap. So put your ruler inside the slot. Okay, I can't guarantee that your cut hole is going to be exactly the same as mine, which is why you will have to measure. If you're lucky, it will be the same size as mine. This is 13 and 1, 2, 3 smidges. Okay, 13 and 3 smidges. I'm going to make that 4 smidges. All right. You now need to add 2 centimeters to this side and 2 centimeters to this side. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 4 smidges. All right. So then you're going to get your trimmer. And we're going to cut this at 17 and 1, 2, 3, 4 smidges. Now you should measure the other way just to make sure, but I happen to know that mine is correct. She says 17, 1, 2, 3, 4 smidges. All right. And then you need your scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard and you've got a trimmer, you should be able to do the 1 centimeters on there as well. So we're going to score at 1 centimeter and 2 centimeters on all 4 sides. Now you have made a shadow box card with me, ladies, so in theory you should know how it works. All right. One, 2. One, 2. Cheers, ladies. Now, what we're actually going to do on this piece, just find a pencil. You see in the corners you have 4 squares. All right, you are going to remove the outer 3. All right, just so you can see clearly there. All right, so you're going to remove all of these 3 outer little squares. And we do this, cut to the last line, cut to the last line, snip it off, and then you're left with a little tab. Now I do taper just slightly my little tab. It makes it easier when it comes to sticking it. Alright, so go ahead and remove, and then I just taper those. Like so. I do hope you're all keeping safe and well in this manky world that we live in at the moment. I know not everybody is, but I'm very much looking forward to a vaccine. I will happily take the vaccine because I don't want to get COVID. I want my son to be able to get married, which he had to postpone this year. And at some point I will be having my 40th wedding anniversary party. I don't care when it is, but I am gonna have it. Okay, so now this line here, alright, you fold inwards and then score burnish with your bone folder, and then the top piece folds back. Alright, burnish, pull it so that it stands up. Alright, so fold and burnish, and then flip it back, burnish again, and then it will stand up. Fold, and then burnish, fold, burnish. Okay, this is the bit that makes our shadow. Now, before we stick any of this together, this is when I make my hole. Now, if you don't have a hole punch, you can do this with a pokey tool. Alright? You're going to make a hole in the piece nearest to the shadow. So this piece here. Alright, let's just put a little mark on that. So you're going to make a hole about there. Alright, let's put that back. So what you can do, bit of foam or something, or your sticky pads or anything, or your double-sided tape, and you can actually push that through and you can make your hole in that fashion. You may have to push that right in to make it big enough. Alright, or you can do as I do and punch a hole. Alright, so it can be done with a pokey tool. Now we'll go ahead and we'll stick this together. Alright, so we're going to put our glue on here, like so. So you have to make sure your hole is not where your flap is going to be stuck. I confess I did that in yesterday's video, so it's probably a good job it didn't work. We had to make another hole rather sharp, but I won't tell anybody if you don't. Now I'm also hoping to make this video private. I'm hoping I can figure that out when I get onto YouTube, so that only you people that have paid for the kit will be able to watch it. doing good. Now, this should fit in there nicely. If it doesn't, just trim it up. It's not supposed to get stuck. So I'm going to stick this in. Be just my luck for this to run out while I'm doing this. There we go. Make sure your hole is at the top, because that's where our light will be coming in. We've come unstuck. All right, are you going to stay stuck? Yes. Okay, now comes the fun part. Got to unravel your lights. Now some of the lights appear to be longer. I had to get another lot of lights, so I'm not sure who's got what. I'm sure there was a better way to do that, Kim. So some of them may be longer than others, which does mean you will be double wrapping yours. Alright, this looks like maybe a longer one. So we're going to bring this in through the hole. Alright, all the way around to here. So your end piece is going to go here. Alright, now this is when I use the glue gun, because I do find it's the easiest way to stick I always burn my fingers too. Okay, don't put the glue on any lights, just put it for the wire. All right. So take it right into the corner. So if you just hold it a second, blow on it. Ooh, icky bits. Come along a ways. Right, we're definitely getting there. Make sure it goes right in the corner, like so. Now if you don't have a glue gun, you can stick this on with, I don't know, double-sided tape or sellotape, or you can stick it on with sticky pads as well. It's just that they're a little bit unsightly. You seem to notice the sticky pads more than you do a glue gun. So it's up to you how you stick it. A bit more there. Oh, this stuff is going everywhere. A little bit there. All right. So once you've gone all the way around, then what you're going to do is you're going to wrap this around. This appears to be one of the shorter ones, all right, which does mean that you're only going to go around once, all right. But with the longer ones, you will have to go around twice. I didn't realise there was a difference in length actually when I bought them. There we go. Now if you're going to go around double, you may find that you don't have to glue it, but because this is only one layer, you do sort of have to do it. Now when you get around to here, we definitely need some glue on there. Just going to hold that a sec. There we go. Now, just need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I will probably do that. Yes. I've got bits everywhere off my glue gun here, look. So, we'll leave that for a minute. What we're actually going to do now, just flatten that out a little bit. We're actually going to stick the top on. Alright, so this is going to go on here. I do need to snip a little bit of my glue here. I don't want it getting in the way. There we go. Of the top. There we go. So, we're going to put glue all the way around. I wouldn't recommend double-sided tape on this, but you can if you choose. I would go with a strong one if you are going to use double-sided tape, but I don't think the double-sided tape will hold it because of the weight of the shadow box. That's just my opinion though. You go with whatever you want to do. Right, flip it over, get your bone folder and burnish. Okay, now what you would do now, on the back you see where the screws are of this, you would put a sticky pad, a large sticky pad, okay, and stick it. Alright, so it will stick to the front piece. Alright, I mean you can do it on the side as well. Come down the side, just take your wire down. Alright, just try not to come back on it because you'll bend the wire. Try to go with the flow of the wire. So the reason for the sticky pad and not using a glue gun is in case you've ever got to change the batteries. Alright, so if you would just stick that, and then you can't see it but you can operate it. Alright, hopefully you know what I'm blathering on about. Oh, so pretty. Now you need to take the back piece, okay, decision is yours which side you use. You can use either, but I'm having this as my actual back piece, so that will sit like that, okay, but you can't stick that on until you've stuck this bracket on. So I'm going to flip mine over, okay. Now you can see on this there are scores, so make sure the linen side, the good side, is facing you, and just fold and burnish these dotty lines. Alright, same on this side. I've lost my dotty lines, here we go. And bring this bit forward and burnish, okay. And then this is what makes your bracket easel, all right, and that pops down and that actually makes your easel. So what you're actually going to do is you're going to put your glue here and here, and then we're going to stick it on. Now you can measure, it's entirely up to you, to find your halfway point and then find your halfway point on the bracket as well. I just do it by eye. You know, you can more or less get it in the center, but if you wish to measure, then have at it. I'm not against people measuring, don't get me wrong, it's just that I'm not very good at measuring myself, to be perfectly honest with you. I only measure when I really have to. Everything else is done by eye. Hence the reason sometimes they're wonky. Never mind. Okay, we're going to position this flush with the bottom in relatively the centre. Okay. and then burnish. I don't burnish with this flat because sometimes the glue comes out and I end up being unable to pick that up. Okay, now there you go. So you end up, that's not quite in the middle, but it'll do for me and for whoever I'm giving it to, being as I'm ending up with a plethora of these cards. Alrighty then, now we go back to the front, which obviously you've stuck all yours down with a sticky pad, even if I haven't. And this is going to sit on here, not flush with the bottom. I'm going to centralise it. Again, you can try and measure it. It's up to you. So glue, you need a good strong glue to hold this entire box down. Shimmer glue is perfect for that, I have to be honest with you. I think there's another one, 3-in-1 beacon glue. That's also really good. Art Institute glitter glue. I think you can even use Collall multi-purpose. It's just that that's a bit more slidey. This grabs a bit quicker. Okay, excuse me, coming over. There we go. Press. I've got a wallpaper roller that does this. Seam roller. I've left it upstairs. Never mind. There we go. So there's our card. All ready for decoration. There you go. Do hope that hasn't come through. My phone is shouting at me that I have a low battery. Oh, I do hope you saw that, ladies, because I don't know how long that's been up there. I'm going to spit chips if this video hasn't worked, because then I'll have to make another card. Okay. I will carry on pretending that that didn't crop up on my phone. Now we're going to do the flowers. Okay, let me just put my glue lid on, like so. Another slurp of tea. I was out walking with my grandsons the other day because I am lucky enough to be able to visit with my grandsons and have them stay here with me, because neither of them are at school due to the fact that Isaac and Ethan both have wonky immune systems, and it would be dangerous for either of them to catch COVID. So they are kept out of school at the moment, although as of yesterday Holy Trinity has actually closed because of the number of cases of COVID that they have in it, or contact, I should say, with COVID users, people that have COVID. So I was out walking with them the other day and I found these on the floor under a tree. I don't know what sort of tree it is. In fact, I'm sure Sue actually gave me some of these last year. I've just got to go and find the little bag. So if you have anything like that, you can always use these in your decorating of your cards. You know, I'm not sure what the tree is. Sue may know what it is. If I ever find out, I'll let you know. So I picked up a few of these and I do plan on using them. Now, flowers. There's many ways. All right, many ways. You can do exactly what you want. You don't even have to watch this portion of the video if you don't want. It's entirely up to you. But I do like making flowers. You've probably heard me say that before. So you've got lots of flowers here. We've got foliage, of which we will use all of the above. Now I'm hoping you can see this. Now, there's a couple of different colours of red. Some of you may have a slightly different colour than the others. Just go with whatever it is you've got. Alright, there's 3 different sizes of flower. Alright, so I tend to get them sort of sorted here. There we go. So we've got our medium. There's medium. There's me small. Okay, so I'll make a big flower to go in the corner here, which is this one here. All right, so what I actually used was these 2 large ones. I used this to be like the green leaf that goes at the back, like as if it was a poinsettia. So I have those, and then I used a medium in the centre. All right, so I'll show you how that one goes together. Many people have many different ideas on how they want to put these flowers together. You choose the way that is suitable for you. Some people just curl. All right. Penny, for instance, makes a lot of her flowers curling with her fingers, but I think she must have better fingers than me, because I don't seem to do so well when I do that. And I'll show you the other way. First of all, I want to green up my greenery. All right, I'm using Memento Olive Grove and Adorba. Okay, and I'm just going to end up with messy fingers, and Sue's going to laugh at me because she knows how much I hate messy fingers. Eek. So if I have to stop in a minute and wash my hands, you'll know what I can't stand getting messy fingers. I've still got messy fingers from yesterday. Oh, there's no hope for me really. So I'm just going to go around the edges. I'm not going to bother with so much with my flowers. I think my flowers are probably okay. It's just that this adds a little bit of definition, and I do like a little bit of definition. It's good. You don't have to. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You don't have to do it at all. I mean, the chances are my lovely friend Jill probably won't do it at all. She's not a lover of inking and stamping. Well, she has randomly surprised me at times. So, but this does add a little bit of definition to the leaves, more so. I do like using patterned paper when I'm doing my flowers and leaves and all that malarkey. Not that I'm against stamping them, because I'm quite happy to stamp them. In fact, you nearly got stamped flowers, but when I realised the amount of stamping I was going to have to do, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I chickened out. Hence the reason you've got this sort. It's alright when we're doing it out of Card Social and I can tell you you've got a stamp. It's not quite so much fun when I've got to do everybody's stamping for myself. I'm severely running out of time. Do you know, it was my son that came up with this idea to do a postal kit. He asked me why I hadn't done one. And I thought, duh, why did you not think of that? Thank you for all those that have paid me. Very quickly, I might add. So that was awesome. They are being posted out to you tomorrow. My post office was closed today. Don't know why it started closing on a Monday. So I mean, I've actually been self-isolating for the most part. I did have a small section after the first lockdown finished where the Tuesday crew did actually manage to meet, because Sue's got a wonderful garden and we could socially distance in her garden and chat for a couple of hours once a week, which was amazeballs, let me tell you. Very made you feel pretty good. I hate now that we can't do it. It's too cold. Way too cold. Christine has been popped across a couple of times and visited with me, had a cup of tea. I've made some cards for her, so she managed to come across and pick them up, and we socially distance outside at my table on the drive. And you remember Tina from Dagenham? You know, Tina and Lee. Well, poor old Tina's is recovering from COVID, so here's hoping she continues to get better, which she tells me she is. Okay, so there we are. Oh, a couple more I want to do, and hopefully you're all seriously keeping well. I look forward to the time when we can all get back together. I think this time of the year is enough to make anybody a bit blue. Very cold and horrible. I have been managing to get out to walk every day, but I haven't danced since March, and I can't tell you how much I miss it. My waistline certainly misses it, because I was getting a lot of exercise while I was dancing. I think I'm twice the size I was before March, or at least it feels like it. But at some point I will get back to dancing, come what may. Okay, you're going to have to bear with me, ladies, because I can't cope with that. I just need to wash my hands. Quite get it all off, but it's enough to shut me up. Okay, so the way I'm actually going to shape these, all right, is I am just going to get a fat ball tool, and from top to bottom, it's so easy. I mean, some people are superstars at making flowers. Well, I'm not a superstar, but I do enjoy making the flowers. And then I'm just going to flip it over, go around like so. There you go. You still with me, ladies? Hope you haven't given up on me. I think this video may end up being about an hour long. It was yesterday anyway. Although, maybe I was a bit quicker today. You know, practice and all that. Right, slightly less fat to do the smaller. This is a medium size. Okay. And then flip it over. Okay, and I'm going to glue gun. You can put yours together how you choose. Some people use sticky pads. Some people use glue gel. Just whatever. It's just that I do everything with a glue gun, to be honest with you. I even do decoupage with a glue gun. I'm hoping that's in. And this one in the middle. I offset the petals. That's it. Okay, and also, where did they go? Oh, I've lost the little bag of gems. Why doesn't that surprise me? Fine. Oh, here we go. So this one is going to be my big one, which goes in the corner here. So I am literally going to put some glue on here and pop it in the centre like so. Just hold it a sec. There we go. So now I don't glue anything until I'm sort of semi-certain of where I want stuff. Alright, so I do know that I'm going to want that there. Just bring that down a little bit. Okay. Hope that's in. Just run that along the back. And then that one. Then this one is going to go along here. Like so. Then we're going to take this, put the glue on the back. I will glue this one down. There we go. Okay, so I know I want that one there. Awesome. Now, I want slightly smaller, so I'm going to take a medium. No, slightly smaller. We're going to put a couple of mediums together. Did I do on the other one? Hang on, ladies. What did I do? Okay. 2 mediums and a small. This is a slightly smaller one. Put a small one in there. Flip them over. I'm just going to stick them together. And again, just offset them. Just offset. Then we're just gonna pick a little gold one. And a bit of glue. Pop it in the centre. There we go. Now this is going to stick on here. You don't have to do it this way. You can do exactly, you know, whatever it is you want to do. This is just me decorating mine, but showing you how I decorate mine. All right? So we want another one of these. together. Again, we'll just offset. So this one's going to end up with green in the middle. Just because I can. Again, we'll just pick this up. That's it. And this one's going to go here. And when we stick it down, you see it should hold the other one down as well. Oh, I'm getting glue everywhere. Now, I'm going to make one that goes up in this corner. Alright, but first of all, I just want to, I've got these two leaves. Obviously, if you've got more foliage, die cuts, you know, feel free to play, go wild. So I'm just going to have those on there. Then I'm going to have, should we go with that? Yes. Let's see. Do this one. Let's just stick them together. Just offset the leaves. Push that down. Now we're going to put, I want a medium sized one in the middle. Like so. That one. There we go. Bit of glue. I'm just gonna sit that there, like so. Hold your hand underneath if it helps. If I find out this thing hasn't worked because of this, I've got it on. Why is it? Lordy, you haven't plugged the flipping thing in. Honestly, I do worry about me at times. Now, we're going to play with these. I can't believe I didn't have the phone plugged in. I think you should all just shoot me. Oh. flip that back over. Now I think I would like that to sit. Yes, we like that one under there. Okay, let me just grab, I think I need something stronger than a cup of tea. Let's just pop that in there. Okay, a little bit of glue. I'm just going to pick that up. Position that under there. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing this side. All right. Let's pop that under there. Oh yeah, we like that. I quite like these little ones too. So I think, yeah, they're totally unrelated. The bigger one. So first of all, let's just shape these up. Okay, they're shaped. Okay, we've got some berries here. All right, and I think I'm going to want that one there. Okay. That's it. We'll just hold that a sec. Hopefully that will hold. And then we're going to put that one just in there, like so. Now, just want these little ones. I mean, if you've got any form of gold, you know, pen, you can go around the edges of the flowers with gold or anything really. If you've got a Wink of Stella pen, which I shall be Wink of Stellaing these shortly, you can use those. Add a bit of glitter. You can use a bit of glue and then just drop some shimmer on it. All sorts of things you can do to tart these up. Let's get that in there. Okay. I planned for you to make these last year. I never got there. Okay, I've got these tiny little ones. I like these tiny little ones. Where's my tweezers? Here we go. Just put a bit of glue on that. And pop it in the centre, like so. Go, just nicely in there. Where I'm going to put these, so I'm going to come here, about there. I'll put that one about there. There we go, we're definitely on a roll here. Right, now I'm also going to pop a berry in there. Just pick up the leaf, drop it in, sorted, and again. Just pop that in there. Don't forget to pick your leaf up. Eee. There we go. Oh. And then think those that fancy those little ones. What do I think? Oh, I quite like that one. Let's go with that. If you hold them up while they're just gluing, they should remain in the upright position just while the glue goes off. Or not, as the case may be. There we go. Let's just put this one in. Ouch. Not sure I like that. It's better. Wasn't even far enough. Same with this one. Oh, we'll just put that one under there. There we go. How are we looking? I think we're looking fine. Now you can put, you know, your Merry Christmas greeting, season's greetings. You could put their name and all that. Oh yeah, we'll have that one up there. Super job I'm running out because it's hard for me to stop sometimes. As Sue would say to me, less is more. And I still carry on. There's no hope for me. There we go. Okay, I'm just about done. I'm very happy with that. As I say, I may do a little bit of glittering later. But there we go. It's my finished card. Don't forget to put your sticky pad on the back of your controller. Now I hope you enjoyed doing this, ladies, and stay safe, keep well, and I look forward to seeing you I hope, next year. And I will do a kit for January. If you want a kit for January, you just have to let me know. So take care, ladies. It's been a pleasure. Bye bye.